try to think about that, right? I ultimately did this video because when I look at some of these people that I observe outside the country, Korean people, Chinese people, Japanese people, these are the people that I spend vast majorities of time thinking about and trying to understand how they play and fit inside of a future America. I think that they are very interesting when it comes to their role and the role that they can play in the future of America. And I hold them at a very high standard and regard, because I look at them as potentially being this culture and race of people who can come into America and can realistically help be like a mediator to all of us, because they're unbiased. When you think of it, if there's one thing that personally, even if I was Korean or Chinese or Japanese, that I would care about, it would be my own race of people. I'm not gonna, if I was a Korean and I came to America, I'm not gonna be like I'm black and white or I'm all black. Be like, I would be honest in telling you, like, man, I love Korea, man. What are you talking about? You people are stupid. I would much rather realistically say that I love my own country than to get involved in the problems in America. And then what that creates, right, from an Asian person's not perspective, because I'm not Asian, right, but from their standpoint, at being able to stay neutral like that, what you're going to find is an opportunity to realistically be a mediator to this problem that's taking place in America right now. And if you care about, relationship with God and faith and stuff like that, Jesus was the greatest counselor. He's the greatest mediator. And so if you want to follow Christ, or you want to keep the peace, and when you look at a country like China, and you look at Korea, and you look at Japan, the mixture of all of those, you're going to find a peaceful people, because the reality of it is that, maybe among Koreans you're going to find some kind of, they're kind of amped up and stuff like that, but they've been living in a war zone since they were born, so most of them. And so it's a little bit different. But if you look at the Chinese and the Japanese, their war among themselves in China, that took place 50 years ago. They're so far ahead of us. We had a war similar to that, but then it ended up becoming really messed up, and we came back to square one. But China, after their war and the people took over the government and brought in the new republic. I think it's the Republic of China, or the People's Republic of China, right? As soon as that became established in China, you look at China now, man, it's like, it's great. It really is. And so when you look at that role as a Chinese person, the reason I do a lot of these videos is because I hope that in some way, shape, or form, they'll reach Asian people so that they understand. Because when you come to America, you're a sojourner at that point, and so you have to kind of understand what your role is and what your job is. And a lot of people, if you've moved here and you want to live here and you want to work here, the last thing that you want to do is realistically choose sides on this. From an Asian person's, standpoint, the best thing they can do is remain neutral and remain calm. And what you're going to find is you're going to find these black people and these white people and these minorities coming to these Asian people and realistically trying to gain understanding and wisdom and direction. And I'll finish with